And for more on China's job creation in Latin America, let's turn now to Jiang Shixue. He's a professor and the director of the Center for Latin American Studies at Shanghai University. Good morning, Professor. Thank you so much for joining us. Professor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Welcome to the program. So from 2000 to 2020, trade between China and Latin America increased by about a 26-fold. How has that growing relationship improved the job market in Latin America and the Caribbean?
Well, first of all, I want to say that in the age of globalization, every country wants to attract foreign investment. Why? Because foreign investment can bring high tech as well as create jobs. And for the economic relationship between China and Latin America, we have trade, bilateral trade, as well as investment. And in the past several years, also we have this kind of cooperation to cover the area of financial cooperation. So in all these areas, China has played a very important role in creating jobs and bringing new technology for the region. So I believe that in the near future, with the implementation of the Belt Road, so that means China will make more investment, and China wants to have more trade with the region.
And Professor, what sectors in particular have benefited the most from Chinese trade investments, and how do you see this evolving as you brought in, with Belt and Road Initiative continuing to grow there?
Well, as a matter of fact, I think all the sectors of the economy have benefited a lot, and in particular, I would say something like infrastructures, manufacturing, as well as agriculture. So I believe that with the so-called expansion of our bilateral investment, more jobs can be created for the region. I'm very promising.
Of course it is. And, as China sort of shifts its focus into a high-quality productive forces economy, how do you see that affecting trade and investment in Latin America?
Well, in terms of employment, well, that will include cover these areas such as the so-called lab-intensive, or as well as employment intensive. But some countries in Latin America are complaining about that. So they wish to see that there will be more high-tech from China. So as we know that high-tech normally covers less employment. But so on the one hand, we need to create jobs, and on the other, we need to have more high-tech transfer to the region. So we have to keep a kind of a balance towards this issue. But I think in the future, if we can cooperate better, I think we can deal with this kind of balance in a better way.
Of course. And Professor, in Brazil is the largest destination of Chinese investment in the region, and as a result has also seen the highest number of jobs created. How has this been viewed by other countries in the region?
Well, of course, as you know, that Brazil is the largest country in the continent, and lots of cooperation in terms of trade investment. So Brazil has benefited a lot. And the second country I would say is Mexico. And starting from a few years ago, so many Chinese investments have been going to Mexico, because Mexico has its geographical locations, better economic opportunities for Chinese investment. So I believe that in the near future, more countries, apart from Brazil, will have more benefits from Chinese cooperation.
Professor Jiang Shixue is the director of the Center for Latin American Studies at Shanghai University. We thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you. Thank you.